What's going on YouTube and cryptocurrency family? My name is Harry and I'm the Crypto Vet. Thank you so much for tuning back in. I hope you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving if you celebrate that in the States. I had a good one myself, although I am feeling a little under the weather, so hopefully I don't have the pandemic thingy. But in today's video I'm going to go over some bearish technicals that I'm starting to see in the charts, some corrections that may occur in Bitcoin. So this is a warning to all Bitcoin bulls right now, is that we are in a bull market. We haven't broken that trend on the macro scale just yet. However, in the short term we could see some retracement. So let's go ahead and get started here. Please like button, all that bullshit. But here on CoinMarketCap, you can see Bitcoin is down below 17,000. Ethereum's trying to hold $500, and then XRP doing okay as far as staying above 50, although with such a high parabolic rate of increase that it had in the past week, some slowdown was to be expected here. So the biggest gainers so far, Stellar still doing pretty good. It's kicking back up, so we could see someone like XRP do the same thing. Uniswap is up just a tad. Our biggest losers still not too bad, but there could be more red on the way. So if you've been following me on Twitter, I just said the last 2 days it looks like the Black Friday deals on crypto are here, because right now when you see this red in the market, this is the time to accumulate, not the time to sell off. A lot of people will ask me like, oh no, is it going to go down? Should I just get out of this before I lose more money? No. Just dollar cost average into the dip now, bring your average cost to lower, and then when it goes up you can take some profits and you'll make the money back that you're losing right now. The whole point is you don't know when it's going to keep going up and you don't know when it's going to go down. So in the long term you're just supposed to dollar cost average as you have funds available, make your position stronger in the long run, because in the macro trends this is chump change. This is such a small amount of money compared to what it is in the future. Soon we're going to be talking about Bitcoin as 100K, XRP as dollars, and Ethereum in the thousands. So don't let this red scare you, especially if you're new to the crypto market. This happens all the time, and I'm going to show you exactly when it's happened. All right, so right here, let's go ahead and start on the weekly candle chart of Bitcoin. So if we scroll all the way back, this was the last major bull run that we had. So this was back in 2017. This started around April and just kept going up. So why is this important? Well, this blue line, this dark blue line here, is the 20-week exponential moving average here. So you can see it here. It says EMA 1 week 20. So for every 20 weeks, this is the exponential moving average as we go. And the one above it, this light blue line, is the 20 daily exponential moving average. And I know I talk about these a lot, so if you've been following me for a bit, it's probably getting repetitive and annoying, but it's really, really important. And this is how I'm judging where we're going, how I help call my bearish price targets as well as reversals and things like that that are very important to help, if you're a trader trying to buy the dips, or if you're a leverage trader trying to time that exact low for a good entry trade to where you can catch one of these wicks down and make a lot of money on the way up or down. This is really important. Sorry, like I said, I'm starting to get a little sick, so I don't feel that good, but luckily she made me some tea, and I wasn't gonna not make a video, and Sarth was asking me for sure, where's your video today? So I got you, Sarth. But so let's go ahead and start here at the beginning. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks of pumpage, and then we had a correction. This first correction saw us come back down and touch the daily exponential moving average, hold there for 4 to 5 weeks before we came down and ultimately touched this weekly exponential moving average. So let's just measure what we had. We had a 180% pumpage before. We had let me get this on here, a total of a 35% correction. Okay, then continuing on, we bounced off of this, had another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks with another 150% pump to the upside, before then having another 42% correction over the next 3 weeks. All right, and let's just continue this on. We came up and we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks, 160% up, before we had 27% correction. And on this one, we didn't come down to the weekly, we just came down to the daily, found support, and came bouncing up, right? So the reason I bring this point up is if let's just go to where we're at now. Since down here we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks of going up where we found resistance at the all-time high, and we had around 80% pump to the upside, 90% pump, and as of right now we have only had a 15, 16, 17% correction, right? So based off of history, it may not do the exact same thing. We could find support right here on this daily exponential moving average and can continue up to the upside. So if you haven't got into any Bitcoin yet, now would be a good time to buy at least a little, right? Personally, I think we'll see a full correction of 30 to 40%, which would be down to this weekly exponential moving average, which on the short term I drew with this line and a box, and this box was a very good buy area in my opinion, where I will be buying in if we meet there. But the thing is we may not completely go down there. Do I think we will? Yes, just because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks of straight green candles to the upside. If we had only had, say, 4, 5, I think we would have only hit the daily, got another 3 or 4 weeks, and then this weekly exponential moving average would be a little higher up, and then maybe not so sharp of a correction. So let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit. If we go here to the 4 hourly, we saw that we formed like a little bit of a double top. I was cautious. I didn't enter any trades on Bitcoin or anything, only because we did set a higher high. You know, although these patterns don't always follow exactly, right? You know, usually for a double top, I would see the one and then maybe slightly a little bit lower or exactly at the same point, showing that, you know, all the sell orders were exactly at that double top. Since we had a little bit of a higher up, I was kind of more like, okay, maybe we are going to have one more pump just above the 20K before we drop down. Wasn't the case this time. As soon as we broke out of this pattern here, we flipped to bearish in the short term, and now we have seen at least 2 days of correction down. As we've come down, we haven't been able to get back over the daily exponential moving average, and which is this teal line. This dark blue line is just a short script, so let me take it off so it doesn't confuse anybody. So we're not finding much support here, so our next big support is going to be right around 15.8, and then after that we're looking at just the weekly exponential moving average along with some simple just flat top supports that are from areas of highly traded. So like this one here is just the top of where our pattern was before. Same with this one, it's the top where we had a top here, so that may not be the strongest support to go off of, but I would expect those would be little stops on the way down where we might see some sideways trading before we make it all the way. I am planning to buy much more Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP when we hit this box here, only because this is an average between the top and the bottom of where the exponential weekly moving average would be as we go across here, and also this would be exactly what we would expect for a healthy pullback in the rally. This right in the middle puts us at 30%, all the way down brings us to 35, 36%. You know, all the way up here at the top just kind of brings us down to a 26, 27% correction. And so by using this box here, you know, since we are in a really, really big bull run, we may only see some wicks go all the way down to 34%, and then most of the traded volume would be right above it, around 26, 27% in a drop. So this is where I'm going to buy much more if we don't if we do actually go all the way down. If we don't, said I'm going to get a little bit once we hit around 15, 16,000, and then I'll dollar cost average all the way down, even if we go much, much, much lower. But that's where I think we're at here on Bitcoin. You know, we have to see where we're going. This is really good here on the 4 hour relative strength index. You can see that we're going towards the bottom and we're bouncing right off the 30 there. But that does not mean that we're immediately going to start shooting up. As you can see, we had times where we bounced, came up just a tad, came back, bounced and bounced. So this is just showing us that we're getting close to where a bottom could be forming if we were to say go more undersold, more below 30 and not able to increase the price. Another thing that I was seeing, which would be on the hourly, here was we were having a slight bearish divergence, not much, but just a little bit to kind of show us that we're going down here and we're going up on this price here. So this is just a tad bit of bearish diversion. This is in the really short term, but this could be showing us that a trend reversal is on its way, and the trend would be to continue down here. So that's all I got here for Bitcoin right now. I will keep you updated as we go. Ethereum and XRP seem to be following the same exact deal here. I was able to get in on a Ethereum trade as it was coming down. I set my buy order right around, I think it was 520-ish, 525, and it was because I was starting to see a head and shoulders pattern forming. So as we came down, I was able to get in on the way down, and now I have my stop loss set at around 520, and that way if this does shoot up, I'll at least make a little bit. And I was able to catch this on high leverage using only 0.3 ETH here. My target would be around 410, 420, and that's just hopefully catching a wick all the way down if Bitcoin was to go all the way as well. I will most likely adjust that a little bit higher because that's kind of a crazy target. But when I made the trade, when I wasn't at my computer during Thanksgiving, I thought, you know, hey, might as well see what I can get in on this trade. So we'll see how it goes, and I'll make sure to keep you posted. Also have affiliate links for Bybit, where, you know, if you use my link and get into this, you can get some trading bonuses, I think up to $610 also, and, you know, I will of course get some sort of kickback from that as well, but that's only if you're an experienced trader. I usually don't even advertise it much anymore, just because I know how easy it is for people to get wrecked on these platforms. But that's going to do it for me. Make sure you follow me on Twitter again, just because this is where I post a lot of the, whether it be funny, stupid shit I do, or trades and things like that that are going on in the market. So I'm going to go rest now. I will catch you guys.